Hey guys, welcome back. This is Bernard from the BJTechNews, and yes, another MDT 2013 video. I think I did so far a couple. I don't know how many. I forgot. I did a preview of the program. I showed you guys how to update your ADK version 8 to 8.1. If you don't know what ADK stands for, is your Assessment Development Toolkit, which is very important when you're dealing with MDT, which is also stands for Microsoft Deployment Toolkit. I also showed you guys how to update your deployment share when you're upgrading your 2012 Update 1 to MDT 2013. I think I showed you guys how to import an operating system into your operating system's node. My best practice is I love to create folders. And I dropped the last time with you together, we dropped the Windows 8.1 Pro 64-bit because I'm dealing with a 64-bit platform. No out of box, and we created a task sequence for only our 8.1 Pro 64-bit. And we haven't done anything with task sequence, but today's video, guys, I want to show you guys how to import applications. It's really huge. A lot of people are always asking, hey Bernardo, how do you deal with the applications? What are the commands for this certain program to work silently or work quietly? Now, I have to do my research. It's not something that just comes out of my head and pops up. If you have an application as an MSI format, that's great. Why? Because MSI is a pre-configured application that has its built-in commands or attributes that allows it to run silently or run quietly, or do a no restart on the program. Those kind of programs work great with MDT. Some of them don't, some of them do. So the one that I'm going to work with you today is let me go to our share, and it's within my share folder I have Skype. So I was lucky to find within Skype, if you go to skype.com, there's a section. I don't really know where it's at, but I will put the location at the description part of the video, that you could get the latest version of the MSI file. Now, I am going to make a copy of this, and I'm going to run a command prompt, and I want to show you guys that I'm going to get into that folder. Let's get into that folder. There it goes. Let me clear that out. And if I do a Skype to get the MSI file name, and I do a msiexec.exe, and I hit enter, you're going to get a Windows installer dialog box. And within this installer dialog box, you're going to get all the command or the attributes that you're able to use with this MSI file. Now I'm going to open up Notepad, and this is what I do, guys. I open up Notepad, and the first thing that I do is I type in MSI, because you do need this extension, or this is the command for MSI to work properly. If you're not using this command when you're within your MDT, or if you're not telling your MDT, hey, use this command with this MSI file with these attributes, it's not going to work properly. So, and the name is Skype, right? That's the program that we got, Skype. Make sure it's typed in the same way that you have the name of the program. I have a capital S for my Skype in my setup, so make sure. I don't think it makes a difference if you have capitals or not, but for me, I like to keep everything consistent, making sure it's exact. And let's do a quiet command, right? Because I want it quiet. And let's do a no restart, because I do not want my deployment to restart. And a lot of people normally do a /qn. /qn, what it does is it doesn't give you a UI. You won't get a little dialog box indicating that something is happening. And those are the three basic commands that I normally do on MSI application. Quiet, no restart, and a qn, which will disable the basic UI. You won't get a UI. You won't get a user interface prompting you with a dialog box. And I suppress OK. I'm going to exit out of my command prompt, and I'm going to keep this notepad still up and running, so I'm going to minimize it. So I'm going to go inside my application node within my MDT 2013. If you guys do not believe me, this is MDT 2013. I am going to my deployment workbench, and as you can see, I'm using 2013. So let's go back into the application folder. And what I like to do is, rather than dropping all my applications inside the application folder, I like to create a folder, and I like to have everything organized. And this is a Microsoft product, so I'm gonna do Microsoft as the main root folder, and I'm going to create that folder, and inside the Microsoft folder I'm going to create a subfolder called Skype, because again, Skype is a folder. I mean, it's not a folder, it is a folder that I'm creating, but it is in a program that Microsoft actually bought. So we're going to drop it in there, and there it goes. It's finished. So now we got our vendor and the program. And within here, you can actually create more subfolders. It's really up to you. I've seen people create 2 subfolders of a 64-bit or 86-bit folder separated, but I'm just gonna do it just like this. And I'm gonna right-click, and let's create a new application. You get 3 options. Again, within the 3 options, I'm only gonna show you guys application with source file. In the future, I'm gonna show you the other 2. But for now, let's do applications with source file, because we do have the source file. Let's click next. Publisher name, I will call it Microsoft. Skype would be the application name. Version, I don't know what version this is, but it's optional. And English, US. And we're going to hit next. Now the source, where is this application located? So we're going to browse it. And for me, I have it on a shared folder. And it's actually located here. But what I don't like to do is, let's create a folder inside here. And let's call it programs. And the reason why I'm doing this is because if you tell it that your Skype program is in here, when it copies the program, it's going to copy everything in here. We don't want that. We just want this to be copied over. So let's go back to browse. Go to computers, and we're going to go to our share, and within share programs. So by me selecting this, it's going to copy whatever's inside programs. If I'd have selected only transferred, everything inside my transfer would be copied over to my deployment share. We don't want that. We only want the MSI. So we're going to hit next. Give it a name. Now by default, this right here is what you gave it on your details section. And we hit next. Now the command line. What command do you want MDT to shoot during deployment time? So we already did that for this video. So I'm going to copy this. Again, I really prefer using MSIs because MSIs is a Microsoft Windows installer program. It's a compact application that has built-in attributes for you to use to make the program run seamlessly during deployment. I love these. So we're gonna hit next, summary, next, and it's gonna start progressing. You know, the progress is gonna copy all the applications, put the command line where it needs to be placed, and that's it. It's done. You're gonna hit finish, and your program is already imported inside your MDT deployment. So that's awesome. As you can see, you see the command line that we provided, the working directory, which is there. So I'm going to minimize this, and I'm going to go into computers, C drive, deployment share, applications, Microsoft Skype, and there goes the program, which is awesome. And that's about it, guys. That's it. That is how you import an application, and you also manipulate it for it to run the way you want it. Again, I've seen people actually ask, hey Bernardo, have you used Nine Night, I think it's called, and I've used it in the past. There's certain things that I actually use that particular program. I'm actually going to load up my internet browser right now, 10, and ask me later. And a lot of people have used this. I think that's the site. But a lot of people have used add it, close it, just close, just load up. So a lot of people have used this, or still using this. A lot of people have asked me, but why don't you use this? This is pretty cool, but depending on your environment or infrastructure or client that you're dealing with, not a lot of clients use these programs. Chrome, yes. Firefox, I probably use it. The application is pretty neat. You download it for one particular program, and you don't need to download anymore, because once you double click on it, it will, it self updates itself. It goes to the site, gets the latest update, and you're good to go, which is pretty awesome. Again, it's really up to you. I prefer finding or creating my own MSIs, especially if you are able to create your own manifest files with it to manipulate the properties of the program to your liking. That's awesome, but it's really up to you. I want to know what you guys use, or what do you do during your application phase within your MDT deployment. I already showed you what I do. I want to know what you guys do. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you any questions, just let me know. Leave them at the bottom of the video at the comment section, and don't forget to hit that like button. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.